Well. Hello, everybody. This is a momentous occasion because we have officially reached, by the time that this comes out, we would have officially reached and potentially surpassed 413 subscribers. Now this little achievement was a long time coming. I had an idea of thinking, you know what, while I was like making all the Russian Badger stuff, while I was making the first one that I ever made with the GIF versus GIF, stuff like that, like somewhat early on, as some of you may be, you know, day ones, or I guess not really day ones, but you know what I mean. Like you were here from near the beginning, and you realize, and you've seen potentially from time to time, I was like, if we get to 413 subscribers, just like the funny Homestuck number, then hey, maybe I'll read Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon. And so y'all finally cleared it, and I couldn't be happier. Honestly, it's a little conflicting. In a way, it's a little conflicting because on the one hand, I appreciate you all, you know. I may not say it as much or as often. I have a bad time like articulating my point or expressing my emotions. I very much do appreciate all of you that watch, that like, even subscribing, like even considering watching my stuff. Just random BS that I wanted to post, you know, stupid little posts that I make just because, you know, why the heck not, you know, stuff like that. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you all. Like, honestly, thank you all for all of this. You really just have. And a lot of people may think, oh, it's just, you know, 413. You're not even in the quad digits. Like, I don't care. This is an important thing, you know. It may not be important to others. It's important to me. It's important to us. And I appreciate y'all for it. Now, we are officially past the 2-minute mark, which means, you know, I get to officially say, God motherfucking damn, thank y'all. So, odds are good. Behind me will either be my usual background, or potentially I'm gonna try something new with my editing, some sort of gameplay, because at the moment my character's in a green screen room, in a green room, a green background. There's just nothing but green. If it works out, I hope this works out. This is a big gamble, because if this doesn't work out, it'll just be Ozios, well, in the green void, in the green sun. I'm in Doc Scratch's place right now. He's a little bit of a pretentious prick. But anyways, thank y'all. If y'all were here for the Pester Quest stuff, if you're here for the memes, if you're here for the indie playthroughs, if you're here for Friday Night Funkin', for Minecraft, whatever it is that y'all are here for and y'all decide to stick around, thank you. Thank you. Legitimately. Thank you. Now, of course, naturally, as you see Ozios's beautiful face, you should know that I of course have to say thanks to Haks. They've been amazing, non-stop awesome, just amazing artists, and definitely go support them. I literally at every single time that my character shows up, or at any point that my character shows up, they immediately get a spot in the description, and that is for good reason, because they have done so much. Every single one of these, from even like literally every single one, and it's so good. They've done so much. I'm even gonna, you know what, I'm gonna post out the I've gotten recent headshot commissions with all of my OC my troll OCs. I still have a few more to go, but I currently am jobless, and yeah, I'm kind of running stretching thin on funds. But hey, they look good. I can't wait to get the rest. They are an amazing artist, and like infinite thanks. I would not have had the confidence to go as far as I've had if it weren't for them. So, but from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Make sure, respect your artists when they are being respectful, and make sure, you know what, tip your artists, everyone, because Lord knows it's suffering out there. Like, this isn't a bit. It is suffering out there for artists out there from time to time. So, you know, make sure to give your due respects, you know? They make amazing, beautiful stuff, and I feel like we take it for granted a lot. But with that out of the way, so anyways, yes, on the idea of reading Homestuck Squared, I will do it. It will happen. It may take a bit because, as you know, nothing is set in stone in this channel. I am in a constant flux of having motivation and then not having it. It also explains how often I draw, which is also just as infrequently. I love making videos, but I don't love, like, the process of getting it out there. Although I do like editing, which is odd. But anyways, yes, Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon read-through is gonna happen. I'm not entirely sure how it will go, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well, it should happen. I'll try to make it happen as to the best of my abilities, like guaranteed. You can have my word on that. I assure you. But anyways, as this is coming out, I shouldn't be uploading anything before this, because this is a big milestone, unless I have to upload something in order to get to that milestone, in which case, whoops. But anyways, the Friend Sim 2 stuff is still going apace. I'm finally getting up to all of the backlog. I've played, okay, I think back before I uploaded Volume 7, I want to say, with Chixie. I think that was 7, yes. Back all the way to Volume 7 with Chixie was all back-end content that I'd already played and I've been sitting on for potentially months. And I put the original timestamp of when I recorded it in the description. Another thing that y'all should read the description for. There's a lot of very interesting stuff down there that you should really read. It's very important. But anyway, it's very... I had a lot of, like, motivational issues with, like, releasing it. Because as you can probably see, in comparison to even just my other gameplay videos, it doesn't do as well. And I wish it did, but on the other hand, it is what it is. I'm not gonna shed tears at Friend Sim 2 of all things. And as I've said before, and I believe at the end of Volume 9, when I was like, you know, if they make Boldir sound all grisly and shit, just like the other 2 Olive Bloods that we have met, I'm be tight. And not in the good way. What? Anyway, it is what it is with Friend Sim 2. It's just whatever. At first I was invested. At first I was like, I want to give it a shot. But I have like a whole like idea to do, like, after Friend Sim, whenever it decides to actually, you know, finish, is I would try and make like a overall synopsis about Friend Sim 2 and like what are my thoughts about the character interactions after X amount of sweeps or years or whatever, and what their art style is, you know? I have some choice words that may or may not be kosher for certain people, but I don't really care. Okay, I do care. I do care a lot. Okay, I do care a lot, but you know, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and say what you need to say what's on your mind. And if it's a whoopsie doodle, then, you know, let me know. I don't know any better. I'm just a 24-year-old who is dumb. But anyway, I think the Isaac videos as well are in a pretty good space. I really don't know what to do with them next, though. That's the problem. I really want to do more with them, but other than doing more Homestuck stuff, which is, I've already done it twice, so, you know, it's probably gonna get old by this point. I just don't know what to do, you know? It feels like I could do more if I really put my mind to it. Like, I guess general progression. I haven't unlocked certain things near the end game involving, like, repentance and whatnot, so I could probably go for that. Like, right now, I'm currently grinding out greed mode in order to get the keeper, and, the, holding mantle on the lost. And that's been pain. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate greed mode. And I was thinking of making a video on it, but I realized how much of a CF that it was, and I realized this might not be fun to watch. So we'll see. We will see. Maybe you'll see. I don't know. But anyways, with that, that's that. And anyway, but okay, something else. Dead Cells. The Dead Cells video. Now, the only reason why I had a Dead Cells video was because it was a decent idea from a friend of mine. And I was like, oh, okay, it could be a good idea. So I made it, and I realized, this is not fun. I imagine, this doesn't feel, on a moment-to-moment basis, it's very fun, but on the downtimes, it's not as fun. What I mean by this is, like, the times of, like, dying, or, like, in between rooms when you've killed everybody. You're both incentivized to kill everything that moves, but also incentivized to go quickly in order to get the most rewards. Now, odds are good you won't be able to do both of them, so it leaves you with a quandary of, do I go fast, or do I eat ass? I mean, or do I kill everybody? So, it's kind of meh. I don't know. But it seems like, at first, it was not doing great numbers-wise, but then it did amazing, or I guess, usual numbers. My usual numbers for games like that. It did usual numbers. Which, I guess means that maybe people would want to see more stuff like it. I probably won't return back to it. You know, it just didn't feel that fun to play. There's not a whole lot to say with a game like that, because every run, and I've explained this, I've explained it to my friend after the video initially came out, that the whole reason as to why games like that doesn't work is because they go on for potentially a whole actual hour, like a whole universal hour. So, you know, that's very, 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 very long for a game. And you know what? A majority of that is walking around and basically killing shit. And because I am not a good YouTuber, I'm sitting here like, exactly as that. I'm sitting here in silence, like practically ASMR ass, like breathing noises, shifting in chair, the creaking of the chair, you know, little like, and like the button presses and whatnot. It's like gamer ASMR, and I don't think anyone wants to hear that, so I skip over those parts. But then I look back at the recording, it's like, those parts was the entire goddamn section that I was just in. This very interesting or cool looking section with a lot of like combat and whatnot. And my ass just is sitting there like nothing, bro. Like what's wrong with me, bro? I don't know. I can't find the right words to say on a game that takes as long as it does. I'm like locked in. But anyways, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it again if people want it. If not, that's totally okay by me. But I'm probably thinking of playing other indie games like it, you know? Maybe we'll make it a thing. Play some indie game and see how it goes for the channel. If it does well enough, like decently well, like above my usual average for those types of videos, then maybe I'll play more of that specific game. If not, then it is what it is. Maybe I'll make another video if the feeling strikes me. Overall, the whole stuff with the indie stuff has been very good, and I appreciate y'all for that. And I think next up was the Minecraft. No, wait, before that it was the Dragon's Dogma 2 stuff. Yeah, that did not go as well. I will keep it honest. I really thought, because it was somewhat still in the gamer zeitgeist, I thought, okay, maybe it would be a good idea to release it. I probably released it at the worst time when it was essentially dogpiling on DD2 time. You know, the honeymoon phase of the first 5 days was immediately gone. Actually, it wasn't even 5 days, more like 5 minutes. Because that game was horribly optimized, horribly horrible in certain ways that a lot of people didn't like. Me, myself, I don't really care that much about not really optimization, but like gameplay. If a game can run a stable FPS, I don't care. If that FPS is 30 or 60 or 120, I do not care. As long as it's running at that FPS and is not fluctuating, then I do not care. But when it comes to games like that, when sometimes you have to hit something for a counterattack and the window is not that generous, you're kind of screwed. I would love to talk more about DD2, but it seems like people have already said their piece about it, and my general piece that I'll summarize here is go play DD Dark Arisen. If you like the modernization of 2, then play 2. If you like the keeping everything as simplistic as it is, while also making sure every class has a different weapon and all that good stuff, then yeah, you can play 2. 2 is perfectly adequate at the end of the day. It's just it had a very fucking rough start. But overall, I would say definitely go play Dark Arisen. And if you like Dark Arisen, you'll probably like 2, because it's that, but with a little bit less. That's my overall synopsis. DD2 is like DDDA, but a little bit less. We're just gonna have to wait for the inevitable DLC version of Dragon's Dogma 2, just like it did with Dark Arisen. Can't wait. Can't wait for that in the next, what, like 5 years? Regardless. So DD2 did not do well, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to have made more videos involving it. Maybe stuff with, like, I don't know, like doing stuff with the vocation, like a vocation guide or whatever. But I'm not that knowledgeable about stuff like that, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know stuff about things when I'll probably be reading off a guide or a wiki or something like that. And that's just bad faith, you know? I wouldn't want to do that. But that's Dragon's Dogma, unfortunately. But hey, you know what? Y'all didn't want to see something like that, but y'all did enjoy my Dark Arisen playthrough, the 2 videos that I put out on it before I got immediately sidetracked, and I'm sorry for that, legitimately. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it. I really have no clue, because of where I stopped was, I believe, at around the time when I finally decided to play as Warrior, and I just started jumping and hitting things. Jump and bonk. It's like jump and shoot, but for melee weapons. Because the best way to deal damage and staggering in Dark Arisen as Warrior is to do the jumping attack with a melee weapon, potentially a blunt melee weapon, or even a sharp weapon, doesn't matter. It does so much damage with the right augments that it's kind of, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put the next part out in the next few weeks, maybe a month or so, and see how it goes. And you know what? If it don't work, it don't work. I may still just keep releasing, because I have oodles of recordings I really don't know what to do with. But until then, I hope y'all will continue to enjoy Dark Arisen. It's a good game. I personally have huge amounts of nostalgia for it, which is the main reason why I made it. I was like, I love this game. This game is the GOAT for me. I come back to this game and it gives me the warm feelings. So I thought I would try and share that feelings with all of y'all's. And I'm glad that for the most part it's good. And I'm sorry for being away from it for so long. I really am sorry. Alright. Next up on the list of stuff that I made. Oh yeah, Minecraft. Alright, and this is before I officially go to talking about more stuff. It's just a whole big yap session. But I'm so glad that the one episode that I put out of Homestuck really worked out. It probably helped that it was also over in Homestuck Day, 4/13, April 13th. And I would have loved to have gotten 413 subscribers and celebrated on 4/13, but it is what it is. But I'm glad that the Minecraft start really was decent. All of my gameplay videos, I would have hoped to have more of a chill vibe, you know, where we're chilling out. It's low energy. We're Bing chilling. You know, occasional high moments like random crits. You never know when I'm gonna start popping off. But when I do, you know, it's those rare high moments. But I'm glad that y'all liked the Minecraft video. The next one that I have coming up is more than likely gonna be me delving into caves and shit. Or a big-ass ravine that I ended up finding right underneath my goddamn house. So that's fun. I still don't know if my shaders are too screwy with how they show dark settings. I've tried finagling with it so many times in the future that you may or may not see that it's almost like, it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's super dark. And whenever I try to augment it, it's just like, yeah, no, it's just gonna stay dark. I'm like, well, fine, I guess I'll turn it off. And then it started breaking shit, so that was fun. But regardless, if it's too dark during those sections, just a future forewarning, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But, you know, if it gets too unbearable, I'll probably just stop playing it. Just because I've been playing with this shader on the entire time. Somebody over on Reddit asked me to drop the mod pack, that the bundle of mods that I have installed for the video. And I was like, I could probably release a mod pack just for distribution's sake. And little did I know that CurseForge sucks shit. So, you know, that's great. So many times I had to fucking deal with their bullshit. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? Really? I don't want to have to deal with it. Like multiple times, my shit got denied. Multiple times, my shit got denied. And it's like, what do you want from me? What is required? So I realized that stuff like that is for the people who are actually making content instead of just redistributing mods that are already on the bloody site. So, if the next one has people who really wants it, I do have a Dropbox available that gives you a zip file of all the mods that are on there. You can put it on your CurseForge. I even put a file, I even put a text file about how to install the stuff, install the profile itself on the CurseForge Overforge, CurseOver, whatever the hell they call their desktop app, of how to install it easily. So look forward to it if you actually want something like that. If not, that's also totally fine. I don't want to get hit by the YouTubes for posting a link to a Dropbox and making them think that it's some heinous shit when it's really not. But, you know, I hope y'all will enjoy whatever comes next. Alright, so now that we've gone over stuff with what I've made so far, what about the stuff that I could be making? I don't know. I really have no clue. I have a good few amount of ideas. Like, I still haven't done a video on the Genesis project yet. I haven't played that game in months, since, like, it first came out last year. It's almost, in fact, it's probably been over a year since I've played it. So it's probably way different and actually, you know, doesn't get you screwed over. I'm hoping to maybe make a video on it. Maybe. I'm obviously always wanting to try and make more, like talky talk videos, stuff with different indie games. Maybe I'll make a video about talking about this idea that I had with The Binding of Isaac and Homestuck. sort of like a challenge thing. I know you can make customized challenges, but I don't know how to do that. But I do know that people know how to make that. So if anyone sees that video whenever it comes out and actually has prowess with making a challenge within Isaac, it's very specific and mainly based around player trust, which is already a flaw because you can't trust players when they don't trust the game. But overall, the idea is good. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is make it so that if you, just like the videos before, if you find a zodiac sign, then you have to either restart, then you pretty much have to restart the run. Now, this isn't too much of a problem because generally your chances for planetarium are relatively low if you don't have other items. So my thinking was make a mod that makes it so that every single floor has a higher chance at planetarium. Start you out with the magic 8-ball and I think the crystal ball, which both increases your chance at planetarium. And every time you have a planetarium on the floor, you must open it. It's a requirement. Anytime that there's a chance for you to get a zodiac sign, whether it be through treasure rooms, stores, which I don't think stores even sell them, secret rooms, super secrets, even red rooms. I don't know, red rooms don't sell those, don't have them, but stuff like that in planetariums, whatever is possible for it to be found, it should, you should go to that if you can. It's very convoluted, my idea, and I don't know if it will really work out in the long run. It probably won't, but I'm hoping that the idea takes root with some variation of such. Something like that. I think it would be nice. There's another thing that I wanted to do with the games that I have. This may be a little sneak peek at what's to come, so consider this an insider look. I was thinking of maybe doing stuff with, like, first of all, Dead Estate. That game is very, very fun. And I would love to show y'all what that game be about, What other game? I was thinking maybe some Monster Hunter. I have Monster Hunter World downloaded. So that may be something in the future. And another thing that I have an inkling for, an idea that I've had an idea for a while, is going through the entirety of the Epic Battle Fantasy series. Now, y'all may remember Epic Battle Fantasy as this, Flash games, the Flash games that you played when you were in school. And I know you do, because I know that a majority of my demographic that's actually shown on YouTube are people like me in the same age bracket. So I know that you motherfuckers have probably done it before. But remember that, you know what? I'm taking you down memory lane. Let's go. So, you remember the times when you played on the computer? Whether it be because you had a free session at that part of class or what have you, for whatever reason, you're on the computer. You and your friends are like, hey, let's play a game. And you go to those old ass, possibly virus-riddled sites that had a whole ass, like, hundreds, possibly thousands of links worth of Flash games. Old ass fucking, like even Newgrounds would be sitting there fanning, their face, thinking, oh mama, you remember those. I know you do. When there's like a whole, like it's an entire site dedicated to keeping, preserving and distributing out the ability to play different Flash games back when Flash was still a thing. And it was the fucking bop, bro. That shit was amazing. I loved that. That was my shit. That was my childhood. And I'm hoping that with playing EBF, Epic Battle Fantasy, that I'll get to hopefully show you all of that. Because I played through 3, 4, and like a half of 5. But I'm willing to play through it again in order to show y'all, because I'm sure there's at least a few things that I probably missed. But I would love to play through it with you all, because these are amazing games. These are legitimately great games. I have so much fun playing them. They're like little homages, and like it's like Homestuck. It's like Homestuck in the sense that it's like a time capsule of that time when it was made, you know? Like a game that was like a Flash game that was made in like 2006 or between 2006 and 2009. It has the same humor, it has the same, well, gobbledygook and whatnot, and I find that charming. So I'm really hoping to show you all something like that, because that could just be very, very fun. I want to show you all that because it could be amazing. So, what now, eh? Well, I'm not sure. I've talked your ear off for around 30 minutes or so, and other than thanks and whatnot, confirmation that I will be doing Homestuck 2 Beyond Canon and reading through it, and I hope y'all get excited, because it's really gonna be based off of if y'all are vibing with it. Although, admittedly, I am very interested in finding out what happens. I've stayed relatively spoiler-free, minus a few, you know, plot points that are pretty much impossible to, you know, circumvent. But, I'm willing to actually read it, because, just because of pure intrigue, it may be the light player in me, of who's actually, like, very curious about, and wants to be knowledgeful about shit like that. And also the page in me that doesn't realize the shit that he's about to get into. But I want to be able to show y'all this with my genuine first time reaction. But if it doesn't get a good amount of views, I'll just read it on my own. I shit you not. I'm not gonna go through the trials and tribulations of talking, because it's like, because imagine it's like the Friend Sim 2 stuff. It's just me talking, but even more so because it's just like flash and text and whatnot. Thank God it's not the fucking epilogues. I would have bored you all to sleep. But it's just like my throat will get sore. My throat's getting sore right now. I've been talking to y'all for a straight 33 minutes now. But overall, I'm willing to do this for y'all if y'all show me that you want it. If you don't want it, then that's perfectly fine, but, you know, don't be, like, expecting it. Don't be expecting it every time. Although, maybe you could. I don't know. It really depends on the whims of me, my future self, which I don't know what he's gonna do, so... But anyways, I think after about 30 or so minutes, I think I'm finally here to wrap it up. I did want to say I'm a little disappointed that the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk videos didn't do as well as they did. It's a little unfortunate, because that game is a fucking bop. I love that game. Oh, and also RIP Tango Gameworks. They deadass made a swan song of an amazing fucking game within Hi-Fi Rush, and then they got fucking blasted. Another way to say fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you. If you think that you can get away with it, you little shitheads, you got another thing fucking coming. Goddamn Microsoft, fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway. that's enough of that. So, yeah. Maybe expect me to play, I don't know. No, actually, never mind. I don't know. I'm very disappointed with the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk thing. Almost as much as, Dragon's Dogma 2. It's in the same vein where I'm like, I really wanted to get a video out because it was a really cool game that I wanted to show. But the recording got all fucky. I shit you not. The recording got fucky, and I couldn't use... I went through the entirety of Act 2, and then I realized that I fucked up my audio, or the audio went south. I don't know what the fuck happened even to this day, but there was just no audio. There was just me playing the fucking game, and me talking. It was just me talking and the game audio was just so fucked that it didn't even show up. So I don't know what happened with that. I don't know. But anyways, I hope that you know what? Let's just end the video. End the video, Surplus. End the video. Thank you all. Thank you all for 413 subscribers, and I dearly hope that we can continue on to 612, because that's the other funny number. But thank you all, legitimately. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And if you're one of those people who thinks being sentimental means you're weak, I happily introduced you to the fucking pavement, you shithead. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, tell me, what was your favorite videos? What was your favorite meme videos? How about that? I have about 3 to 4... 3? 3? Yes. 3? Yes? Yeah. No? Yes. 3 videos. 3 videos of, the Russian Badger stuff. Which Russian Badger video is your favorite that I have made? I would love to know down in the comments. But until then, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Until next time, when I make Odds Are Good, I'll just release the Friend Sim 2 video I have in the wings, ready to go. But I wanted to reach this milestone before I sent it out. So odds are you'll see this within the next day or 2. So thank you all ever so much. I appreciate you all. Have a good day, morning. Wait, that's the same thing. Have a good day, night, evening, twilight, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will catch you all on the flip side. Deuces.